Hi everyone, welcome to Wiseish. Wow, here we are, 2021. What are you going to put in your life to implement some change? Change is always something we want to control. Have you noticed? When the pandemic came along, we weren't planning for that. We weren't planning for that kind of change. At least I know at the beginning, some of us enjoyed just not having to go out to work. Some of us started to enjoy just hunkering down and staying home. A lot of us went on lockdown in March of 2020, and lockdown is still happening in 2021. What changes have happened for you? For me, it's been a lot of internal emotional shifts and realizations, just encountering some different stories inside of me I never knew was there. But how have I changed? I'm valuing my thoughts more. I've changed in the terms of I value the choices that I'm making, that I am really seeing the deep-rooted consequence that they carry. I'm valuing the change that even though I'm investing in a relationship and I don't see the return of that, that karma has to go with me. So the return of my investment in the relationship must come back. And maybe it'll come back in another relationship at another lifetime. But I'm recognizing that all the decisions that I'm making now carry a very long-term consequence in terms of how it comes back to me. Well, definitely, as I mentioned earlier, I'm paying a lot more attention to what my thoughts are. Where are they going? Why do they go there? Secondly, I want to be able to peel away all these masks and illusions that have become way too comfortable. It's almost as if they've become an armor to protect the real I. So another thing that I'm implementing change is I'm basically stripping myself of all my armors that are hiding behind me. Like, who are you? Who are you really? And each time I do it, I find somebody a little different than the one that I'm used to. She's softer, she's clearer, she's simple, she's genuine, she's kind, she's loving. And then the armor comes back right on again. So every time you do this and you practice implementing the change, just keep taking off the masks, taking off all the protective gears that you put to conceal your greatest power, which is you. Something extremely powerful and pure and gentle. I'm doing new things, doing things I've never done before. Even though I might not even know what I'm doing, I'm just going to try it. Because whenever you change the way you've done something, neurologically, the chemicals and the energies in your brain changes. So even something as simple as rearranging your room, your space, dressing differently, doing your hair differently, talking to people differently, showing up inside of yourself a little differently. I've been practicing on showing up inside of me differently. It's been very quiet, but I've been practicing it. And what's been interesting is to feel how my old personality has so much power over the new one I'm trying to shape. So try to do something that you haven't done before. And that could start from just your personality. Let's say you're somebody who smiles too much. Stop smiling so much. Let's say you're somebody who doesn't smile at all. Smile a little more now. Let's say you're someone who doesn't eat well. Try one meal and eat well just for one meal a day. Let's say you're somebody who always has doubt in yourself. Just for one moment, decide, I'm going to believe in me, and do whatever it is you need to do. You see, there's so many ways that you can actually implement change in your life. And change is good, because change is the inevitable. I think what's unnatural, as much as I know that the stars, the sun, and the moon, they're consistent in the way they serve us, I don't think things are supposed to stay the same. Energy keeps changing. And I feel that because of our fears, because of our body consciousness, because of inner laziness and a lack of optimism, we choose not to change. And I can't begin to tell you, from the position where I sit inside of myself, I recognize how painful that is to the human spirit. To keep yourself somewhere that isn't useful for you. It's like being an addict, maybe stuck on alcohol or stuck on a drug, and you can't stop it. And it's not good for you, but you know you're supposed to change. So even internally, When you find yourself not doing something new to implement shifts for you, to me, I feel like that's a person who's given up on themselves. Like they've stopped dreaming. They don't have hope anymore. They're almost useless. And leave that person to themselves, they won't do anything. They will pull the energy from other people to do something. Think about your life. Think about it this year. What are you ready to implement and consciously choose to change for you? Don't let somebody tell you to change. Don't let the universe or the destiny force you to change. Don't let something tragic happen to you for you to shift and change. Sometimes I think, I know there's good karmas in all of us, and all of us have done good. And those good actions are like an insurance policy for the soul. I don't question it one bit. And at the same token, the ability to choose your change means you do it with dignity. I am choosing to do this. I'm not waiting for the universe to tell me when to do it next. I'm not going to kind of, sneak in the back to just try to make it go as long as I can make it go until, it all falls apart. It's like, what am I going to bring my energy? How am I going to bring my energy to make it stronger than it is? To create what needs to be created. So are you ready to implement change in your life? Are you ready to take the deep dive and look honestly inside of your life and ask, how are you? Are you okay? Is your spirit happy? Is it pure? Is it connected to Source? Is your heart expanding? Are you becoming more benevolent? Ask yourself these questions. They could be the precursor in assisting you to implement greater change, but especially the change with dignity and integrity. That's the best way to change. You decide. In the Gita it says, when you've mastered your mind and you've really mastered yourself, you will even declare when you decide to leave your body. You will die on your terms, when you want and how you want it. Think about being that much in charge of your life, even though it's all pre-recorded. But think about it, that it's pre-recorded for you to be such a master of yourself. What a great gift that would be for 2021. So how are you going to implement change to become your own master? One thought at a time. I'm sure you'll get your answer and you'll know what to do. I'm really glad that you're able to join us on Wiseish. We're looking forward to another exciting year with you. If you haven't tuned in or you've not heard of America Meditating Radio or Podcast, please go to Spotify, iTunes, or iHeart Radio. Also on our YouTube, you'll get a chance. Just subscribe, like it, share it, whatever you'd like. If there's something good, then share it, like it, talk about it, experiment with it. Just keep creating those good karmas for this year and beyond. It's an exciting time. The world behind your eyes, it's an exciting place to live. Try to live there more and implement the changes that you know you need to do. Remember, no one can take away your happiness. You have to give that up to them. And let us really keep practicing to learning how to love each other the same. We will relate to each other very differently. A little bit of wisdom will take you a long way. Thanks for tuning Wiseish, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.